Welcome to the Talview Podcast, where AI meets expertise. Join us as we explore the future of interviewing and proctoring.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Talview Podcast. I'm Sanjo, and today we're talking about something that's, honestly, it's shaking up the whole world of education and hiring. The episode's called Skills Over Degrees, and yeah, that's not just a catchy title. It's actually happening. So let's get into it. So last year has been wild for policy changes. We're seeing this big shift, less federal control, more local decision making, especially when it comes to how we train and hire people. Instead of just looking at degrees, the focus is now on real world skills. I mean, it's not just talk. In April and May, there were some major changes rolled out in education and workforce development. Suddenly, states have a lot more freedom to decide how they spend federal funds, and that's a pretty big deal. Take Oklahoma, for example. They're using this new flexibility to retrain oil and gas workers for green jobs, especially in tribal communities. It's not just about ticking boxes anymore. It's about actually helping people transition to new industries. And, I've seen something similar before. Back in India, when skills-based hiring started to take off, it was kind of messy at first, but it really changed local economies. Suddenly, people who didn't have fancy degrees but had the right skills were getting good jobs. It's a reminder that sometimes the best solutions come from the ground up, not from the top down. Of course, technology is making all of this possible. Platforms like Talview are helping states and organizations track progress, onboard candidates, and make sure everything's compliant. I mean, it's not perfect. Nothing ever is. But it's a huge step forward. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. The point is local control plus smart tech equals better outcomes for real people. Now, let's talk about apprenticeships. I used to think of apprenticeships as, something for electricians or plumbers, but that's totally changed. Texas, for example, has this Tech Track program that's training thousands of IT specialists. No 4-year degree required. That's huge. And it's not just about learning on the job. It's about getting real marketable skills fast. And then there's AI in education. Florida just launched an AI Essentials certification for high school juniors. When I was in high school, we barely had computer labs, let alone AI courses. Now students are learning the basics of artificial intelligence before they even graduate. That's a game changer. So how does tech fit in? Well, Talview's AI-driven proctoring lets students take exams remotely, and employers can use AI interviews to assess skills like communication and problem solving. It's faster, it's fairer, and honestly, it's more engaging for students and candidates. But scaling this stuff nationally isn't easy. There are challenges like making sure everyone has access to the right technology, or that the AI is actually fair and unbiased. I might be wrong, but I think we're still figuring out the best way to do this at scale. It's a work in progress, but the momentum is there. All right, let's get into hiring. The Department of Veterans Affairs, for example, has stopped relying on resumes for IT roles. Instead, they're using structured online tests to figure out what candidates can actually do. No more guessing based on a piece of paper. It's all about real skills. This is where Talview comes in again. Our platform uses secure remote proctoring and AI-driven interviews to make sure assessments are fair and bias-free. We're talking about identity verification, compliance, the whole package. It's not just about checking boxes. It's about making sure the right people get the right opportunities. Actually, just recently, we partnered with a university that needed to revamp its hiring and assessment process to meet new mandates. They wanted to make sure everything was compliant, but also fair and accessible. With Talview, they were able to move everything online, use AI to assess candidates and track progress in real time. It wasn't easy. Change never is. But the results were, well, pretty impressive. So to wrap up, the shift to skills-based hiring and training is here, and it's only going to accelerate. Technology, especially AI, is making it possible to assess, train, and hire people based on what they can actually do, not just what's on their diploma. There's still a lot to figure out, but honestly, it's an exciting time to be in this space. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more episodes. We've got a lot more to cover. See you next time.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more insightful content on Gen AI-powered interviewing and remote proctoring.